writing is hard. That's all for this one. Just joking. Okay, so no, that isn't all for this one, but it is true that writing is hard. I would argue that the hardest form of writing is creative writing. The main reason that I would say that is that you have to create this world with attributes, culture, and things that have to happen. This is an incredibly hard form of writing for various reasons. But the truth is that I always found that the hardest thing is exposition. All the writers out there know what I mean. When you explain something about the world, the culture, something really important for them to understand, the concept for the story to progress, that's very, very important, that you need them to understand. Yeah, it's that kind of exposition. The type where you describe the landscape or the political system. For example, just as a random story that I just wrote down on paper and used ChatGPT to help me with exposition on this. So the story goes, you awoke and opened your eyes to see the cold concrete above you and the well-known smell of the sewage that was all about, with the vague memory of what happened last night that led you to be sleeping here in the sewer. Beside you, a dead rat that you set your eyes on as you roll to your side. That exposition is very simple. It draws on existing knowledge that you have of such smells of a location. It gives you the details, and most people know what a dead rat looks like. Even if you did not want to imagine that, this sort of exposition creates a clear image for you so that you can see the details. Poor exposition leaves the reader wondering and does not give them as clear of a picture. To make this point, I had the exact same exposition rewritten by ChatGPT to be as complex as possible. You ready? I'm going to try and get through this without laughing too hard. Upon regaining consciousness, you emerged from the realms of slumber, lifting the veils from your eyes, only to be met with the frigid expanse of concrete looming overhead, accompanied by the unmistakable olfactory assault of sewage permeating the air in all directions, all the while grappling with the hazy recollection of the preceding night's events that had precipitated your current state of repose within the subterranean confines of a sewer, juxtaposed beside the lifeless form of a rodent that captured your attention as you shifted your gaze while repositioning yourself. Literally. So, as you can see from that one, that gets the same point across. However, it's not quite what we wanted. The devil's in the details. But in this case, in exposition, it can be very, very easily overdone. Too wordy becomes hard to keep the reader engaged, but not enough, and you end up with a lack of understanding. For example, once again, I had ChatGPT take that original story that I wrote, and I had them just make it as simple as possible. You woke up in a sewer, saw cold concrete above you, smelled sewage, remembered vaguely what happened last night, and rolled on your side, noticing a dead rat. Exposition sets the tone and gives details to the reader that they may not have previously had available. This gives context to the position. This gives the scene that you can build on for your world or for the reader, and sets a very dramatic place to build from. Personally, I like to leave a little bit of it to the reader to fill in. That is part of why reading is so fun. You get to create the world. You get to visualize the world. Also, why watching movies is sometimes frustrating. So use the exposition to fill the reader in, and remember, be your own fable.
If you enjoyed this, then subscribe for more content and share so that we can get some more people to subscribe.